Thanks for joining us for the CMSportsNet Lacrosse Wrap-Up Show. I'm Mike Preston, and today we'll take a look back at the 2019 high school lacrosse season. We'll talk with the Westminster boys and girls coaches and show you some of the best highlights from their teams, from the regular season, and their journey on the road to the state championships.
Early in the season, Westminster Boys Lacrosse played Kent Island, always a tough physical opponent. Chase Buckwalter led the way for the Owls with 5 goals. Final score, Westminster 14, Kent Island 11. The Owls faced the Linganore Lancers, another tough rival in this year's regional finals. The game went back and forth in a close contest, trading goals between the two teams. Bubba Love had 6 goals, Connor Covey had 4 goals, and Logan Covey had 20 saves to keep the Lancers at bay. Final score, Westminster 15, Linganore 14. And finally, the Owls were up against Northern Calvert in the state championship game. This was the second year in a row that they played Northern for the state championship. Connor Covey had 5 goals, but the story of the game was defense on both sides, with Logan Covey having 15 saves. A very close game. Both teams played hard, but the Owls managed to win. The final score, Westminster 9, Northern 8. Westminster had won the state championship 2 years in a row.
Joining me now is Steve DeFeo, coach of the Westminster Boys Lacrosse team. Steve, thanks for coming out. And first of all, congratulations on winning a second state title. And just kind of talk about the challenges you faced right off the bat this season.
Sure. Coming off the 2018 state title game, knowing everybody wanted to play us and beat us was definitely a challenge for us. Heading into the season, always having to have the team ready to go. In addition to that, we came across several injuries throughout the year that we had to adapt to.
And when you say injuries, what personnel changes did you make?
On the defense, we lost 5 individuals throughout the year. One of them with a broken ankle, several sprained ankles. In addition to that, so we had to move some players around. Christian Etchinson went from midfield at one point in time in the season to go down and play with a long pole. He sacrificed, probably scoring a lot more goals to go down and do that, which was a very unselfish thing on his part to do. And in addition to that, we brought up some younger guys from the JV program to help us out. So
what were some of your toughest games and some other issues that you had to face?
Sure. So we played Glenelg in a tight match, Kent Island. In the playoffs, we had Linganore, which was a very good game. It was a 1-goal game. And then Northern in the finals was also a 1-goal game.
All right. Every team has go-to guys and hustlers. Who were your clutch performers and who were your blue-collar players?
Sure. So clearly, Bubba Love, Christian Etchinson, Chase Buckwalter, they were our key guys, offensively. Scoring-wise, Logan Covey in the goal was fantastic. Jaden Hall, Andrew Burns, Warren Evans, Noah Bogger on defense were all fantastic in that area.
So what do you got coming back next season, man?
Luckily we have several players coming back. Some of the guys that are coming back, Alex Steers at face-off would be one person for us. Defensively, we have Jack Hall coming back defensively for us, Michael Davis coming back, Corey Hamilton coming back. Midfield-wise, we have Evan Park coming back, Levi Broadman coming back for us on attack. We also have Nick Wingo.
And how about your schedule? Would you pick up any new teams for 2019?
Nothing official yet. We're still making the schedule out.
Well, how about unofficial? You don't want to tell?
No.
All right, and how many seniors did you lose from this year's team?
This year would be 16 seniors lost.
Is that, compared to previous years, where does that rank? Is that high, low?
Just slightly higher. We typically have a lot of turnover, with that. We bring our guys up young, 9th grade and 10th grade a lot of times if they can play and help us out, and transition them into the years ahead, and then our 11th graders. So if you make our team, you're going to find time on the field.
Hey, and talk a little bit about some of the feeder programs, because they probably don't get enough recognition because they do feed you guys.
I agree totally. So 2 area programs that are strong to help us is the Gamber program as well as the WAX program, the Westminster Area Lacrosse program. Both programs have done a great job in helping develop the young players, and then many of these guys go on to play club ball other places.
All right, and how about your JV team? They were unbeaten this season?
They had a fantastic year. They had no losses and 2 ties. Yes, they had a great year. So we'll be looking forward to bringing some of those guys up as well to helping us out.
Alrighty, and any coaches, new coaches, different faces?
For this past year, we did. We had Chris Johnson that came in this year that did a great job with the JV program. And from a varsity standpoint, we had a returning coach, Scott Steers, that came in to help us out as well.
Alrighty, and Steve, talk a little bit before we get out of here about your philosophy of coaching, because I mean, you've been doing this for quite a while, you've won. What's the main thing you try to get across to your kids?
Number one thing is to have fun, enjoy what you're doing, play hard, prepare during the off season like now. We've had a meeting about preparing now for the upcoming year, and that includes their conditioning, but also do well in school, because you can't go on and play in college if you desire to do so without having the grades.
Well, Steve, thanks again for joining us. Congratulations on the state championship and an outstanding season. We can't wait to see next year's team.
All right.
When we come back, we'll be joined by John Brown, assistant coach for the Westminster girls lacrosse team. We'll talk about the Lady Owls and their tremendous season. We'll check out some highlights and hear about next year's team and how it's shaping up. Don't go away. CMSportsNet will be right back.